Well, I mean, during the trial, this got national attention because you being a rapper, they try to tie in your album cover and the lyrics into this trial. We talked about this last time, where basically on the cover, there's a picture of you holding a gun to your head, and they're saying that this is the same caliber weapon that was used in the crime. So they're saying this might be the actual gun that was used in the crime. And then you go through the lyrics, and there's a lyric in there, kicking down doors, waving gats, fucking discussion. All I want is money. If there ain't none, then I'm busting. I'm killing mamas, daddies, and nephews. I'm killing sons, daughters, and sparing you. And so they're trying to say, oh, here's a murder weapon on the cover, and here's the lyrics about him preparing to do it on the album. Let's all use this for the case. Now, in 2024, there's the California rap lyric bill that would have prevented all this, but back then that didn't exist. So was that actually used in the trial or no?
Yes, the lyrics. I'm glad you quoted the full lyrics. That's dope. And I love that, your people give you a lot of shit, Vlad. As a member of hip hop journalism, what I didn't have then is somebody to do what you just did. So what happened is the Sacramento Bee and the conservative media in Sacramento, which was under Republican control at the time with Pete Wilson and that party. And I was the first sensational story in Sacramento, especially about music, but besides Dorothea Puentes, who was the grandmother's serial killer, allegedly, who had all the bodies buried in her house. I think she lived like in the P or something. She was an old part. So allegedly, she got all these bodies and they got the national attention from that. So, Sacramento is the capital of California that still feel like the little brother, because LA is LA. San Francisco is San Francisco. So Sacramento is like, look at me too. So the media took this story and sensationalized it, and I went viral in that version of viral, and they wrote stories and it got picked up by the AP, and then hip hop media repeated that shit without actually investigating it, without saying X-Rated is one of our own. Like the place I expected to do what you just did, the Source magazine, Vibe magazine, Double XL, as we grew into that, I expected my culture to say, hold up, that ain't what that rap say. I'm getting executive produced by a Metaview Blood. That's my brother. I recorded Still Shooting with a Metaview Blood in the room with me. And they still said it was a motherfucking premeditated thing that happened after the crime. They still argued that. But I had a Metaview Blood pay for the studio session when I recorded that song. That's the insanity involved in that. So, like you quoted the lyrics accurately, I'm kicking down doors, waving gas, fucking discussing. All I want is money. If it ain't there, ain't none, then I'm busting. Ain't nobody ever accused us of trying to rob that house. There was no accusation. I don't got murder, robbery, right? That got made up, but they ignored the lyric. If my song is about this crime, then we had to have been committing a robbery. The song is about jacking, right? I'm getting them for like setting up they folks so I could jack them for their jewelry, kicking down doors, waving gas, fucking discussion. All I want is money. If it ain't none, then I'm busting. We was never accused of kicking down doors coming for money and jewelry and setting somebody up. So this song couldn't have been about that. And the song wasn't called The Murder, but the Sacramento Bee and Sacramento media to a 17-year-old child changed my song title from Still Shooting to The Murder because that was more sensational. Misrepresented my lyrics so it said kicking down doors, killing mamas, daddies, and nephews. They didn't quote what you quoted. They quoted kicking down doors, killing mamas, daddies, nephews, even though ain't no daddies and nephews died. So man, I feel very much like for a very long time, I got crucified in the media in my hometown. That got picked up by the AP. They sold a lot of papers and got a lot of ratings off of selling X-Rated as a villain to the public prior to me even going to trial and after. And my own goddamn culture picked up the bullshit instead of doing what Vlad just did and quoting my shit accurately, and I'm furious about it. And so me with a gun in my head, you can't do forensic science on a fucking picture. You can't, it's not, your motherfucker that watched Law and Order could tell you. You can't do forensics on a fucking picture. So to say I had the murder weapon on my album cover and that be a conversation that got ran with from 1992 to 2024 It's damn near like I came home and niggas think I'm the one that's lying because they believe the true lies. I'm like Bigfoot, cuz with a shower in the shade. It's like I came home and I'm like, what's up? I'm Bigfoot. And niggas like, you ain't fucking Bigfoot, nigga. This is what Bigfoot said and this is what Bigfoot did. I'm like, okay, I got it. But that X-rated wouldn't make that song. Like, nigga, I just made it. Fuck you mean? It's me. But that's what I'm still dealing with. So yeah, they use my lyrics against me. That's not currently legal. Felony murder rule in California got modified by Gavin Newsom and his party. They went in there, you can't no longer shoot, because my big homie did out of the 31 out of 50 years, right? On felony murder rule for not killing anybody. One person with one bullet from one gun passes away, 5 people have a first-degree murder charge, a first-degree murder conviction, 4. In my case, 4 of us end up, 1 pled guilty, so technically he got a conviction too. He just got a conviction as a juvenile. So this juvenile has a first-degree murder conviction, and 4 of us have murder convictions. How the fuck 5 people killed 1 person with 1 bullet from 1 gun that they never found?
In for a dime, in for a dollar.
That's how they feel. In for a penny, in for a pound. So you end up in a circumstance with us where felony murder rule is no longer legal. Using our lyrics against us is no longer legal. Remanding a juvenile over to adult court is no longer legal. That's why the little nigga that killed Pop Smoke is home, right? So if you think about that, the 3 core things that occurred in my case are literally no longer legal right now. None of this shit is legal. No lyrics in California, no felony murder rule, and no juvenile being remanded over for adult court automatically. And then life sentences for a juvenile are over with too. Bam. So that's 100% of what I experienced, Vlad.